Greetings, things and times with David Joe. Yeah. So, where I said that we're present. Yeah, we're present. You know what I mean? So, want to look at a number of things, things. Want to look and talk about the infrastructure, but we want to look at apartheid, guns and money. Yeah. So things and times we deal with you, and every man have a man up. It's not that there's some man them, and because we are different cultures, and not even different culture, we are come from different parts of the diaspora, and then there are people who actually are from the motherland, Y'all are not better off than us, We are your sons and daughters, and maybe we are your parents. 'Cause it's we that got put into slavery. We need to understand that, right? We are the children of the slaves. You understand? And we're proud of that, to say that, not proud to be a slave, We're proud to say that because some people them think them have an edge because of their education or their standing and the fact that they don't acknowledge that we are traumatized and we have a certain behavior, certain action, certain mentality. So many of us are dismissed. But you have to understand. And most of you have that kind of feeling. You're European-minded. We're not. You understand? So we want to go through all of them something there and put people in them right place and everything. So we have some beautiful sisters them as phenomenal, but we are sure them beautiful sisters them, seriously. For waiting. So we'll go somewhere and come back. Things and times this, Oh.
The things that you're seeing now, do you really understand why those protect the strong? From the weak of the land, those who make all decisions, forget it till a certain day. And when the load gets too heavy, they tell you that you've got to pray. But we know, oh yes we know, they think we don't know, but we know that in a Babylon, money can do no wrong. No, in a Babylon, money controls the land. Yes, we know. Oh, yes, we know. They think we don't know, but we know.
Mighty Rockers International artist, man. Distinctively. Listen good, eh?
Can't let them do it, no, no. Can't let them do it, no, no. If you've been burnt, you must get weary. And as a child, you've heard the story that I and I education, they say, was to teach us, but all along they had planned to cheat us. And though they will tell you different, that's how the story goes. That's how the story goes. Now our works were from creation and was beyond their imagination. So they came, destroyed and conquered to hide the truth from the world. To hide the truth from the world. To hide the truth from the world. To hide the truth from the world.
At that a go on, whole heap of truth been hidden, and a whole heap of lies and distortion are put out there. Serious thing. And that's how people them supposed to capitalize on multimedia. And when Trump say fake news and fake information, we are big in it. You understand? Because the people that get some pittance and you sell your soul and tell lie on people, use people, and then people come check your business and then nothing goes so. But them can't take the number back. Them can't take the count back. Curiosity kill cat. When are we going to learn? Do for self. And be proud of ourselves. Mighty Rockers International, no partial. Bigger than the general. Field Marshal, watch it.
We stop carry water in a basket, do that too long. We not carry water in a basket, we suit no one. We don't check what I want. We don't check it out and come to our conclusions. We don't check it They've been using us as pawns to serve their own ambitions. But them better know. But it will no longer be so, cause we stop carrying water in a basket, do that too long. We now carry water in a basket, we suit no one. Them have a next guest coming. If they think we are joking, we stop carry water in a basket, do that too long. We now carry water in a basket, we suit no one.
See, at that we are some man. We're proud of ourselves. So we not try to suit nobody. And that will never happen from me. May I tell you, man. Listen with him. Hold this. Coof.
Not the best. I know me in my house. Not the jet, won't be no witness. Down in a Babylon with them wickedness. Rastaman, I know Mickey Mouse running wild just like a cat and rat. Not the jet, I go as a iron. No have no time to waste powder from blackboard. Cause he who wants to live like puss and dog will never stand. He sure to die like bedboard. Flying high in the wrong direction. Flying all alone with no destination. Not the dread, no mix with Babylon. Cause I know the kingdom must tumble down. Not the dread, no take the pagan. Cause not the dread, strong like a lion. Not the dread, no take the sorrowing. Cause great like soldier far right glory. Not the dread, I the righteous one. Nobody try to get her involved. Not the dread, won't be no witness. Down in a Babylon with them wickedness. Rastaman, I know Mickey Mouse running wild just like a cat and rat.
See, cat and rat, mouse, gone up the spot. Come!
Who feels it knows it now. Better make them want. Left them girl and make them want. Money man and where them want. Me say left them make them want. The more them get, the more them want. Them up your voice.
Yo, you see, we have all kind of people that make up this earth. And we have a whole heap of people that talk so-called activist talk and black talk and religious talk and talk. And a lot of them are opportunists. And then the soundbite is not theirs. Them take from here and take from there and silo over there and silo over there. Just like Paul. Paul of the book called the Bible. You understand? He was hired. He was hired by the Romans. See? The government of Rome. To find the people them who were followers of Yeshua, Isa alayhi salam. See? And before them hire him, you know, him and him brethren them, him gang, him group, they were going out there and all those people that followed Musa, Moses, and Yeshua. Them beat them up and kill them. Kill some of them. So the Roman chief them see that this group of people can benefit them. And his name them time there was Saul of Tarsus. Something of that pronunciation could not be correct. So forgive me for that. But his name was Saul. So when the Romans them captured him in a them web, like the CIA and the FBI get black people for bring down the Black Panthers and other movements over the centuries. Yeah. Even here in England, you know, we have a whole heap of Rufuses, roast breadfruit and sellouts and traitors and everything for a few pounds more. Yeah, man. And some of them gone boneyard too. With the same people them that them was supporting. Yeah. So we go back to Paul now. This guy, he was hired after time by the Romans, you know, the Caesars and these people. And then become Paul. I don't know how that one worked out. Was a disguise from the people them who knew him, but him come with a different makeup. Not a makeup of image, you know, different conversation. This time, he make himself out to be one who is interested in following and one who is wanting to fall in love with Moses' teaching, and in want to become acquainted with Yeshua's guidance. But you see, Barabbas, yeah, James, and all of these people were still around. And they knew of him. So they stayed away from him. So they don't get killed or captured and thrown in a jail. So you got the Unitarians, that all of these people that call themselves Christians, they don't rank them, you know. They don't even bother talk about them. Them isolate them. And these are the followers. Yeah? There's two other branches, there are three branches that are followers of Isa alayhi salam and the upkeepment of the commandments, of the covenant, of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there are also those who gave great reflection on Isa alayhi salam's mother, not the Catholics. See? And they don't divide Allah's words into two segments, or three or four. You understand? Them have Moses bringing the commandments and guiding them, and them have Isa. But them have all the prophets. See? Them have all the prophets. Abraham alayhi salam, Noah, Lot, yes, Dawood, David, Solomon, Elijah, yes, and Israel, Yeshua. See? Jacob. Yeshua. Jacob. See? So, in this now, you find that people who know what I'm saying, that there's not a place called Israel. There's a person that God Almighty named Israel. And that person is the person that you all should be familiarized with, because they use that word Jacob. And it's he the father of 12. So they're his sons, the 12 sons of Jacob. So we won't bother go through all that, the jeer and everything with everybody, because this is why this Jesus thing doesn't work. And Muslims who have followed that, I don't understand why they do that, because it doesn't work. You know what I mean? Hebrew and Amharic is Yeshua. Arabic, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, is Isa alayhi salam. Done with that. So then there's no way that Allah said Jesus. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't know nothing about no Jesus. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, not if, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the creator. So nobody supposed to go reason with Allah and say, yo, here what happened? We're going to change the guy's name. Not no go so. And Muslims who become apologists to these people because you live in them country or you rate them in some aspects because of them skin. And I say, Jesus. And the people them know say you're an idiot. Them know you're an idiot. And you say that no Muslim is a Muslim if them don't accept Jesus. And Allah never tell you nothing in the Kitab Allah about no Jesus. Nah. So how you get that? You're pleasing white people. You're pleasing European people. And you don't give homage to African people, black people. That is the facts. See? Yes, that's the facts. Because none of us, when I look upon Africa and we go Africa, when I hear no African Muslim, 100%, when I talk about people like me convert and revert, you understand? Them not say that. Because them can read. And them have full understanding. And we can go to Ethiopia all the way down, all the way through to Timbuktu, Mali, Nigeria, Ghana, all these places. You understand? It's just you all try make love to Caucasian people and then print that stuff all over the place. And then when we talk about these people that talk about Jew, you join the conversation and all the sponsors are saying, no, nobody in the name Jew. In the name nobody Jew. And Bani Israel is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have told us of. And the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam have told us of. And where them come from, we know. So it show you racial discrimination. The Falashas is in Ethiopia. And it's Ethiopia that rescue us. And not us, the human being. Al-Islam, Ethiopia. When I deal with the Bilal something to make mention of something. No. Ethiopia, the just king, the gas. And the Prophet ﷺ was told by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send his followers there for refuge, the first migration. So, when you talk certain things, when I want to put it in a true context and don't slide around the place because you do not want to highlight us as Habashis, black people, African people, dark-skinned people. See? This is the reason you're doing it. You're doing it just like the white people, them. The white people that take all Egypt and turn it white. Them know a new generation a come. And all their scribes and their artists and everybody are changing things. And are creating all kinds of scrolls, all kinds of literature, and all kinds of documentaries. And then remodeling some of the mummies. And when them did that now, fill out, put the plasticine and the putty and the skulls and everything. They make sure it's white. It's a pale skin. And them take the lip and so forth and the nose and shape it like them. Now that part is natural. Why? Because I'm the artist. But if you say the way in which this thing is, the head is, mold it like that and do not see yourself through the mirror and image it in reflection of yourselves, as in your people. And that's what they've done. So Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton and Leo Brinner and all these people, and Charlton Heston and all these people, it still continues. They just keep the shades going. But are we in education? And our great scholars and archaeologists and all these people, they have died. So no one is going to go and get Sheikh Antidote, but they would say to you that at that stage in time, what we know now, he didn't know then. No, what he knew then, and they knew also that they were Africans. So there's no DNA nut that got turned around and said, no, they're not. Because they don't want to talk DNA and they don't want to talk skin and textures. See? Them go somewhere else. So anyway, we're still there swimming on the line with this Paul guy, this Paul person and everything. And the reason for that is just to show you that our people, how we are opportunists, because we work on sound bites and we're always defending not ourselves. We are defending other than ourselves. And the way we behave is like we don't know everything about whatever these people have constructed. And that's a shame. You understand? So when like me now, I look upon an argument that I've been having about numbers and popularity, it's a lot of hogwash. Most of the people that I associate myself in paying attention to on a regular basis, a lot of them have moved. Are they not being shown by YouTube? So then you jump over to my Facebook page, I'm going to find them there. But then we know as black people, we highlight all kind of things, pornography, bad conversations, and everything. And those things, like, they sell. People pay attention to gossip and backbiting and slanders and all kind of something. and who shot Miss Brown and who take off Miss Brown pants and what them find there and things of this. And this is it. The people them who, a lot of the people them who used to come and them have like a radio station and YouTube and everything, most of them drop back from all the islands them and so forth. You see? So if you don't know how to tell lie and plagiarize other people things and so forth, you're not popular. And you don't get big audience among your own peoples. You see? So I'm saying all of that to say I ain't into that. And I will never be into that. I mean, a number of, I was going to say enough, a number of people that don't care a damn about them something there. And they're paying the premium. I don't pay premium. They're paying premium. And me and them is in the same league. Same type of number, same type of small movements and everything. Why? Because them not tell lie and then not put up no half naked woman and talk other people business and gun this and your mother that and that thing. So hence why you see my sisters them on the screen, because that way I work with. That how me live. Decent. I have family. I have enough women in our family. Yes. And most importantly, our mother. No man can come here, a woman can't come here without a wound. Yes. So, that me I say. You understand? So no matter how someone try to twist me and turn me, it not work. It will not work. You understand? Oh God, he said to man in the book. What does it profit? What would it profit a man to gain the whole wide world for the loss of his soul? Which means that you sell your morality. You look money, you look fame, and the best of yourself you use. And the people them who know a whole heap about them something there, them can seduce you. But if you're done with yourself and you're really contented and living within your means, them can't do none to you. But there's some people that can talk what I just said, but then weak in the back foot. Because them it's just a sound bite. It's not something them live with. It's something that sound good. And depending who they're having conversation with, them drop it. And then move on to their nasty slack ways. Not knowing that slacking on, not knowing that it's nasty. Because they want to be famous or popular or to be the talk of the minute or the hour. Later for that, star. Seriously. So, worries.
If you didn't love me, dear, why didn't you let me know? Darling, you've left me in tears, and I don't know what to do. I should have known from the start that you're not meant for me, that you would break my heart and leave me here in misery. Ever since you left at night, my heart is aching for you. There's nothing I do that can be right, 'cause I'm worried over you. If you didn't need my kiss, why didn't you let me know?
Yeah, man, my mother pleased with me now. Come again, man. Gee.
Yeah, maybe I tell about this musical this now. Cannot miss. Wow, it is too quick. No, come on, no brother, think you
Do I worry?
Do I worry? Cause you really stepping out on me, girl.
Do I worry?
And I want to know if I really worry, because you have me down. Do your kisses aren't right, girl? And you're always out of sight, and I can hardly see them. And you even let I stay home each and every night and read I magazine. Wow!
Hey, my friend,
I am real frantic, girl. Cause it's a real pain upon me, and it hurt me badly.
and when evening shadows creep, do I lose any sleep over you?
Oh, and I want to know if I worry, cause you can really, really bet your life that I do. I really do, girl. Now come on in, brother, play your musical song now.
Stop the worries. Talk to them now.
Chapter 2. A white man's heaven is a black man's hell. No slave master wants the slave to be his equal. No housewife wants the maid to sleep in her bed. So this is history. When John Atkins showed up in our country, telling us of a land filled with luxury, he said, "Black man, follow me to Jamaica. There you'll find more gold for your labor." Our foreparents worked the corn to his bone. Ever since bedtime, he's been wrestling with the gold. We landed here in Kingston, Jamaica, 400 years to suffer. So my friends, it's easy to tell that the white man's heaven is the black man's hell. When the slave master wanted to have some sport, he would heap up on our parents cruelty of the worst sort, like burn them on stake and them on tree. Oh, you're a pregnant black woman, you pull the plow, like a horse, like a dog, or even a cow. He filled your womb with his wicked seed. His half-white children you were made to breed. So my friends, it's easy to tell that the white man's heaven is the black man's hell. When the white man came to Jamaica, he told the Arawak, "I'm your white brother." He said, "Red man, I treat you the best," yet and still he pushed them Arawaks further west. With his white woman and firewater, tricks and lies, he's told Jamaica, "So-called niggers, open up your eyes. Black man everywhere is on the rise." He has kicked the white man out of Asia, and he's going fast out of Africa. With every ounce of strength and breath, his cries, "Give us liberty or give us death."
What they may hear the man them say them had Savior Day. See? The Nation of Islam. And it's very surprising, you know, the things that keeps coming out at certain times. You see? And then it's also surprising to see that across the Caribbean islands, that the major radio station them took time out to broadcast that presentation live. Now, that's paying homage to us. Don't get me wrong. See? But we have, and I keep saying, but this conjunction, we have so much pressing problems. Our islands that are so small are rife with poverty, crime, whole heap of crime, whole heap of gunplay, and life being lost. And those same stations behave like them don't know what going on, Like some of the government say, don't mention them something there. But you can go get up our morning or night or whatever, and send one of your set of people them cross some link up. Because it was very clear. Everything was very clear. Well produced. See it? Then you have another set of people who go tell you, say, well, religion cause problem. It's not religion, It's humans. It's humans. Now, if you take the religion and talk about Christianity, let's say that one there. Who create the war? Are you seeing anybody turn around and say, let we go unite the nation and sit down, and all the power heads them sit down and resolve and come to some understanding with what is taking place? No. What you see them doing is fueling. And the guy is supposed to be president or whatever, are going like young Al Capone. Yes. And him are saying want this and they want that. And they are giving. Him saying want such and such, right? So, and then you hear this one over here, so in England, I said that there's no way that they're going to stand by and let Putin win. So they don't want to tell people, say, Russia, They want to say Putin. Like, so Putin's supposed to be this mobster guy. Right? I was degrading people. So where's the religion? Where's the Pope? Where's the heads of Christendom? Because we're talking about Europe, And we're talking about America. We're not talking about one guy, Stalin, or Hitler, or Mao Zedong. No. Or Churchill and Elizabeth. We're talking about the world leaders of this whole thing where the head is in Rome and the next head is in America, called the United Nations. And it's the same white people in the school, in the education system, that tell people that it is religion that cause war. And who are they speaking to? They're speaking to themselves. So how did we collect that soundbite and use it on ourselves? It's them that tell themselves, That's religion cause the war, that cause war. Because of them who do that. It's them who pray. It's them who kill and burn and drown people who did not conform to what them wanted. It is them who had a thing called the Inquisition. It is them who was in mock. It is we who come as African people and rescue their sanity or bring sanity to Europe. And when I go straight into Spain with that, and then you look at the nasty ways they were living, they were not hygiene. So how did we land in using that language, that religion, without asking what religion, which religion, how did religion do that? So now God has no place. Because every religion is what did that, and religion is meant to be about God and morality. That means say you box God, because you say religion did this. where the question should be, what religion did this and how did religion do this? And who was these people that was using religion? Or how did they use religion? There's so much questions in that one statement. Not because me is a Muslim, you know, that's the way I am. That's the way I am. Because a Rasta should supposed to turn around and say, yo, which religion you chat say? And then turn around and say, Babylon religion. Say, no, man, define what you're saying. Because now him going to tell you, say, watch out, His Imperial Majesty was X, Z, and Y. So if you say that, mind what you say now. Is it? Okay. You understand? Everywhere you turn to it, something there. So it's about understanding what is being said and what you should be using and not using. So it's not you can't hear. You hear, but you said, no, I mean, I work with that. I can't work with that. Where did Africa get involved in the so-called First World War? Because we were slaves. We were colonialized. And we were asked to fight, go kill ourselves, go get ourselves killed for England. Now, England was fighting England. England was fighting everybody. And everybody is to fight everybody. And that we need to understand. When the people say World War, you have to understand who was the opposition, who was fighting who. Who was attacking, who was on defense. This is where we black people are ignorant about it. We listen to these people and get involved with these people, go bed with these people, and then go defend these people, and then listen to their song bites, and instead of educate your mind to say, yo, hold on a minute. That doesn't make sense. Who you was fighting? And who was fighting you? Before you even get to ask, why were you fighting? What were you fighting for? How come so much of your fight? And then when all is said and done, who was victorious? What the hell benefit come out of it? Millions of people get killed. Millions of people dead. And then, lo and behold, the same madness take place again. Only difference is a set of people that reason within themselves like me benefited from it. Apartheid benefited from it. And up to now, I can't understand how come them, I can see the logic, but how did Britain follow these people? What did these people have to offer? I can't find that out yet. Because they must add something to offer England. That England turn around and say, we are going to back you. The biggest life on the planet, in the universe. And England give them Palestine. And stick by and watch them kill people. And just like this man here, them give them arms to beat up the Palestinian, quick, sharp, and show the Palestinian them and any other neighboring that you can't flex your muscles with us. England tank them up. And the same behavior that this man here are going with is the same behavior them people that was going on with. And the same reaction these others were dealing with. Because England makes sure that those people have weapons. And them use them weapons to kill the Palestinians. And they use their weapons on Syria to get the Golden Heights. Now, is this history? Of course it is. Is it my history? No. Did it happen in my lifetime? Definitely. Are you quoting accurate? Yes, to the best of my ability. Yes. But them things so that we have forgotten, because what kind of infrastructure do we have? What kind of institutions do we have? We have none. No institution. So as far as the concern is that we don't know what's going on. We're reactionaries. Tired of that. We're tired of that, man. Serious. So, when me hear Farrakhan, I say, I say, oh gosh, man. Now, some people turn around and say, well, boy, it's all about the age. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. And then we're going to have enough with children that turn around now and say that Elijah is the return of Jesus and Farrakhan is the small Jesus. And yo, hey, everywhere we go, we silence ourselves. Because we play a game with European people, joining them and playing a game with them. We're not linked with our father and mother's mother. We are play a game with European people. And that create problems. And then we're going to have division. And then some jackass can turn around and say, see, I tell you religion do this, and nothing to do with religion, do with ignorance, see. Just ignorance, man. Because now the Hebrew are sit down now and watch and listen to that. And they're saying, what type of dumbness is this? Because it's dumb. Huh? And they would have a whole heap of shots to fire and bombs to drop. And lyrics on top. Rightly so. And then we have so much skirmish in the neck for the next generation. Instead of finding ourselves united and striving and developing trust and looking at the continent and returning and all these things and building and developing ourselves and falling in love with ourselves. And when I talk sex, we are talk love and harmony with ourselves. All of that is being wiped away. The chances of getting that is wiped away. But then these so-called little black boy scholars want to be scholars. They're going to say, our religion do it. And it's not. You play the game that the white man wants for play. Foolishness. And he stays there and watch you playing around like a pig in shit and trying to make out that you're clean and you're not. Because every time you wash the pig after he then just turn around and go somewhere where it's dirty and lay down in it and just look at you. And look at you and say, you fool. Him don't mind you splash the water upon him. But not that him want. Him don't want that. He doesn't want it. You understand? And if you make everywhere clean him shit and then lay down upon it. So those of you who don't know that, man, go farm with them a pig and spend 2 hours and look. Don't bother come tell me something wrong. Because you know, if you never grow up in a country, you grow up, then you're missing out, man. You're missing out. You understand? So, and then a religion and God, may I work with God? And not work with God, you know. It's God me fear. God, there's nothing in this earth that me can deny. Which of the favors of your Lord would you deny? Any human being of God, everything here the Creator has given unto us. So stop being smart and say you have computer and you went shop and buy it, you know. Because everything that made the computer, including the man and the woman's brain that figure out how to put this tabulator together, is God's. the components, the thought of it, the construction of it, the thought of it, what is called the components of it, and it goes on. It's God. If God never give you the inspiration and give you the guidance and give you the material and everything, you think so them thoughts could have manufactured? You're joking. Yeah? So you want to deal with Andy Pandy and all these something. There's nothing wrong with your cartoon, but even them, you understand the inspiration, the understanding, realization comes out of human's mind. You understand? And who make human? Who control human? Who give human life and the functionality to have a thing called a brain and thoughts and vision? God. So stop your own nonsense, man. Try to isolate God now and say that religion. And if religion belongs to God, it's from God. We're not talk one, but it's one. But religion, the idea from man, is finding God and obeying God and being close to God. So we went through a whole evolution. And the reason that being is because we've been disobedient. Okay, don't start me on that. You understand? Because we've been very disobedient. So I want to play one more tune and then we're going upstairs. Yeah. People, a joke. You understand? Joking, man. So, Morgan Heritage, come sing your song.
Hey, yo, it's gotta be the roots. And it's gotta be the culture. The roots.
It's all about roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and culture.
It's all about roots and culture.
It's gonna touch you. It's gonna feel you.
It's all about roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and culture.
It's roots and culture.
Bringing it back, we're coming like this, yeah.
Positive and negative never be friends, Rasta said. So how can you mix the two and think that it will bring upliftment? You'll never see a righteous man condone with the wicked nowhere. Now with this music of life, we should not pollute it nowhere. With roots and culture, we can speak the truth. The truth way.
Yeah, you see, if Al-Islam was weak and the Muslims were trivial, no understanding, very vulnerable, the Europeans then would be rejoicing. But since them find say that that's not the case, them try to put obstacles in the way of the Muslim, not of Al-Islam, of Muslims. Now, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, where one and two or three are gathered, He's in the midst. And those who worship Him in truth, He will seal their hearts with His words. So with Al-Islam now, you have elders, you have all kind of people, male and female, all different ages, remembering the Quran, complete, reading, reciting the whole Quran, complete. We call them Hafiz. So that brings a big problem to all those haters of God. And when I talk racism, we are talking about people them who believe that them outgrow any form of moral guidance and spiritual upliftment and thing from God. Just like how them shut their thing and throw it away because them merge it with the paganism and so forth, and they know they did that. It's not something that they don't know. They know them did that. You understand? So that's what mentally interferes with them. And they would hope in the educational system, they will be able to change our children. But generations have come and generations have come, and Al-Islam's still there. But them get a few women to take off the hijab. What they would like the few women to do is put on some mini skirts and some low blouse. And so far, alhamdulillah, it's not happening. But them feel so that once them can crack the hijab, they will get the rest. And we black people, African, Caribbean, British black, not seem to understand when I stick on the sideline and talk a whole heap of shaggery and not realizing that once you beat down and demoralize a woman, you don't have no education, you don't have no culture, you don't have no morality. So them try them efforts best up to now to undress our women, to make our women feel that they're worthless and all these things. And why you follow God, you follow some book that tell you to do this and just modest and this and that and so forth. Because them read the Quran and find out so that heaven lies at the foot of the woman. But them know that morality and growth and the first teacher, the woman. So you broke that, you got everything. So look at us now. We demean our women, and we weren't like that. But we have so much of us that simulated, and we have so much of us that want money and want friendship and all them something. So we sell with soul. And we call certain derogatory term concerning our mother. Yes, and no politician, no culture attaché, no minister of culture, no minister of education, no police. I say a damn word. The police are run the same racket, the same conversation, and teachers are run the. Everybody are doing it. Everybody is doing it. So it become a normal thing to demean and debase your mother. Once that is it, there's no hope. And when I say religion, which religion? It's foolishness. And I look upon self, you look upon different conversations that other people is having, and them use a soundbite today and then find another one tomorrow and rare, and not clean up themselves. And it takes time. Nothing just never happens, snap. If a man reads something and say that the Bible says God created heaven and earth in 6 days and so forth, which 6 days? How you know what a day is in it for that time? Now we know this 24 hours something. This is what we've worked out. So, how we know God's day? And when you read the Quran, you hear about 1,000 years and this and that, and how we know? We have to be very careful and say, yo, you know something? I wonder how long a day. And when somebody says somebody live 130 something, 140 something years, what was the calculation? How those things was calculated? And now we are see people that talk about giants and everything, and them supposed to stop say that. Man was big once upon a time. Human beings were huge once upon a time. And then there were some extraordinary, huge human beings, as in the case of David and Goliath. Now, do you think that David was like us in relation to Goliath being this giant? Travel Africa and see people. Seriously. Stop sit down and watch your cartoons them and white philosophy and ideology. And make up your mind that this is how the world works. And now we're going back again with this flat earth and round earth and everything. Gee whiz. And we need to learn to live and love one another. And that's what me there upon. And that thing take time. You understand? It take time. It's about knowing. And it's about coming together and building something just the way a person without lusting after a woman and want her body and everything, but want a life with her. Yeah? And want her to have his children. And he's willing to accept responsibility and he's going the task, set up a house and everything, get everything right, like Mr. Birds, or them decide, and them go build a nest. What do you think them build nest for? Them know I say, here what you're going to come and sweet me up in it. And then I'm going to lay some eggs. So in the meantime, I have to go get myself ready. So the man must also do that. Ants do that. All these other parts of creation do this. We just are going like, sure. And we have the power of intellect, the power of thoughts. Man, humans. See it? Yeah. And people just come and jerk people off and everything, and it become the flavor of the moment, and everybody follow that. Even when them get burned down and everything, them still a follow that. You have to know yourself and be contented with yourself. Because guess what? Everybody's going in that earth. But guess what? They don't know which part of the earth. We're all going in the earth. No one can turn around and say, I don't want to go down in the black earth, I want to go down in the brown earth. And no. You can see that. You can see that. That don't mean it's going to happen. You have no control of that. The only control you have, and very little, is how long, it's what you do on a day-by-day basis. Because you don't control the time. We don't control the time. We go to sleep and we don't realize that we're soul gone. How can we? Well, we're asleep. And we should feel privileged, humble when we wake up and give thanks. Because we don't know where our soul went. You understand? And somebody will come tell us, no, what he's talking about is a deep sleep. Which deep sleep? You were sleeping. Unless it's some bad vagabond that can't rock, stone, sleep. See? Once you were sleeping, your soul belongs to the Almighty. If him give it back, we have to give thanks. Yes. The people, it is said, those who sleep and awake have done well. Have done well. You understand? They're no misery, And usually the world, them tell us that X, Z, and Y left us in peace. And family said it went off in peace. And everybody feel good. But those ones who do so much things and them having agony, nobody does talk about them. And those ones you need to hear about. Because then we start behaving better. We start honoring ourselves and honoring our mothers and be respectful to ourselves and falling in love with ourselves and doing right. You understand? But they don't tell you. They'll tell you when all those so-called big bad man put, politician, everybody, all of them want them. Them bad, wicked. When they're suffering and they want dead, they want to die. Them there upon hospital or them there upon them home and everything. But they're going through agony. And the morphine and all of them, something they're not working. It's not working. And the angel of God is talking to them, And they're behaving like Pharaoh. They don't want to repent and make tawbah and ask God for forgiveness and everything. They might go on stubborn. See? It's those ones that we want to know about, but they don't want to tell you. Them tell you about, and them say, oh, Dorothy, she went off with peace. She was comfortable and everything. Died in her sleep. Left us in her sleep. See? And the ones who are religious will say, may the Lord have mercy on our soul. See? But you don't hear them type of talk. So that's why them put this thing that religion calls something. So then you think say religion. And then you have to ask yourself, which religion am I? And if I'm a religious person, is my religion doing good or is my religion projecting badness and everything? Because you could be anything. You understand? Once you know so that you do good and you don't see partnership with God and everything, you have to check yourself. You're going with following these people, showing aspersions here and everywhere and everything. What you going to do? You think so you can reason with God and say, no, you know what, the people have said this and that, you know what I mean? It was the thing in the Gleaner and then when I look in the Times and the Guardian, it was there. What was there? And you followed it. So that's how your life is. You're not talking about your soul. You're not talking about your true integrity. You're not talking about the fact that you see reality for yourself. No. You follow people. I ain't into that to write it. I follow you with my soul. and then when I want to beat you up to write you think me is your best friend. I'm not your best friend. You understand? You're not my enemy, but I'm in a competition with my soul. And if it's basketball, I'm your friend. Yeah. But let my team, if you have a team and I have a team, and we're in the same league or some cup competition or something, right? And then we cross path. It's a different person, this, You understand? Because my persons, I want them to do the best them can do. If you win, if your group become victorious, alhamdulillah. That's it. I not going to blow up the place and everything. But there's no way that you will be being victorious without a good fight. Oh, no. There got to be a good fight. Because I want my squad to win. Definitely. You understand? Not by hook or crook. But I want my squad to win. So do you. So it's a competition. It's not a war zone, but it will look like one, whatever that is. But it's intellectual, it's mental, it's physical. It's not arms house nonsense. See? Yeah. And I'm not going to lose no sleep. You understand? You win, I'm victorious, I'm joyful, I'm going home and rest and get up tomorrow and do what I have to do again. Lose is but the same. Because it's life. I was taught those things by my grandparents, and I was taught those things by elders. You understand? A sound thing, I just string up the sound again and say, wait, something? You never did play good enough. Unless we never had the good music. I had good music, but never select them. But if the amplification did not come across good, start. Choose me as the operator. I have to go check myself and find out what the hell did I not do and I should have done, right? Wire up the thing correctly and not correctly. It a play, but not to its fullness. You understand? Yeah. And sometimes that happens because we never turn up on time. We never planned that one, but we never turn up on time, and we didn't have all hands on deck, and things just go a certain way. But when you're really organizing everything, there's nothing to blame. You understand? Because technology can just go. See? Man can just make a few errors, because it's life. But if you get beat down, oh gosh, man, no, something has to be done. Have to have a meeting, have to pull everything down and work this thing again and check out. Because when I want selector come say, yo, operator, the issue was you. Right? So God Almighty created us in excellence, and I kept saying that. And it's given us instructions, and it's everything that we have here on this earth and we can have is awarded us. So we just have to be good to ourselves and want good, you see? But people who deal with mythology and so forth, and people who want to be God, I want people to think that they're God or they've got some close connection with God. They're wrong. The close connection that we all have with God is what God gives us, which is life and our souls. Yeah? And them not tell us to go around boosting up and telling everybody, so people them gather around you and think, say, yo, you have this exclusive connection with God, and them depend on you and everything. And then you come sick, and they're not even wise enough to turn around and go, wait a minute, you mean the man of God, the close one that God talks to on a regular basis and everything, him sick? Oh, God make him sick. And me talking like that, I say, wait, come on, man. You understand? You make believe all the time. You fool people. You understand? Next thing I'm telling me, say, him left the earth and he went somewhere. So I say, all right, then go there, get better and come back. Yeah? It's like Dr. Z York that did their prison. Him could have go Shambhala and all these different peoples that was here that him know and him get photograph and everything. How come them not there for him? Natural. Somebody could turn and tell me, say, where you chat so? What do you mean? The man said that. Same could have summons them that they're supposed to be helping him all this while. Huh? And them just come and say, yo, Una can't take our man and do that to him and charge him for all these things. You have no right to do that. You understand? And then remove him. So, how it get to that part where him can't get removed, he's in this place. Nonsense. When we going to start learning, man? Learning. God Almighty, Allah sponsor create us all in excellence. Come on. Now we have people that look upon themselves and don't like what they are and say, yo, I don't want to be a man, I want to be a woman. And then you got a man saying that, a woman saying hey. And the worst thing is, them have a number of black people like that. See? So we trap. There are a number of black people like that, Tarati. And we trap. Because when they're ready to tell we something, they're going to turn around and say, listen, you know that you all can't talk, You're not contented with who you are. See? Now today the news is a man raped a woman. The man who raped the woman now is being changed into a woman. See? Since he was charged. So we have this topsy-turvy something. Sometimes you have to look at them things, listen to them things, and say to yourself, what is actually happening here? What's being said? It's a test case. It's a test case, man. And then you have these things where there's this man now want to be a woman, and him go do something, and them said that person supposed to go to a female's prison. Yeah. You understand? So this is disgruntled people. But what's this got to do with the Holy thing? This is how these people are. Caucasians are like that. You understand? They're not contented. Religion did this and them kill millions of people 2 times. And then they stop kill people. Them kill people at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, then they still stop kill people. Then go all about the place and create all kind of proxy wars or whatever them call it. And then they stop. Them have the League of Nations, which become the United Nations and everything, that's supposed to mandate and everything, human rights and dignities and all kind of something. And it no work. It's just the so-called big guys, them, you understand? Them control it. So nothing no go on. One man turn around and said, if such and such don't go his way, they make the place obsolete. And that was one of the Bushes. And then what? Them just beat up people in Iraq and so forth. And then they go Afghanistan and so forth. And the world said that some Muslims, Arab Muslims, fly some plane in the number 1 nation on the earth, enough for them country, grab up 2 of them jets, 3 of them jets, 1 with passengers, we don't know what happened to the other 2, and so forth, and none of their military people, none of their technology track none of these things down. So the whole operation took place, and then boom. And the intellectual world turned around and goes, wait a minute. You mean all of this took place in the yard of America? And 3 plane? Gone off course? Yo. There got to be an international inquiry. Okay. So, yo, Paul, you're bad, you know. Paul calls all of this, because if not for Paul, all these things could not be happening. You understand? Because him come trick everybody. And black people now we always put in slavery, love them more than we love my grandmother. See? Yes, love them more than we love my grandmother. See? So we have big problem minding their business. So I am saying at my old age, before me drop out, that we need to establish ourselves and have an infrastructure to allow our children them to prosper. And I'm saying that it is not just possible, it's feasible. And a community infrastructure, education and learning, adult care and health, housing, jobs and careers, children and family, culture and leisure, business, medication, and medical facilities. See? Business. So in relation to business, we're not talking about all them small something there again. We're talking about supermarket and everything, because we need to look at what we're actually eating. See? How we control our immune system and how we are in love with our culture. Our culture is not just song and dance. This is another thing with our people, you know. Them just think that culture is song and dance and everything. Way off the mark. Way off the mark. Culture have morals, etiquette, morals discipline. Yes, I'm telling you. Seriously, a serious thing that, you know. Very, very serious. So for some sad people that keep using culture as in leisure pursuit and sexual images and dance and all this nonsense. No. If you don't have the moral grounds, there's no culture. You understand? moral grounds, morals and etiquette grounds. There's no culture. See? And we're talking about children and families. Oh gosh, man, right? Because you have to raise the children them, and the children them definitely must come out of families, and they must be raised by families, supervised by families, and adult care. Very, very important, because we're not going to be young, affluently fit and strong and mobile and everything forever. No. And be a shame that the Muslims are taking care of themselves, and the black man, the black family, is putting their families in care services. Come. And we have people that suffer with all forms of dementias and all kind of illness, and their children just dump them off into some hospice and all these some things. And then when them talk about how it gonna cost so much money. See? This is the next thing. They're supposed to be economically strong with conversation, and when it comes to looking after family, they don't have no economical sense. I can't work with them thing there. You see? Problems again. So we have to look at ourselves. And I know I put it like this again because some people are say that can never happen. Who tell you that? Every borough in this country, every district in this country have an infrastructure development, have an infrastructure design. Every one of them. Every one of them. It is the people them that's unlike us that takes advantage of those things. Yes. And then when we have a little conversation, we start about Chinese, Indian, and everybody. See? And we are not doing it. We're not taking advantage of what is there. So then we are turning around and say, but we have community. No, we have congregation. Because we have community, the infrastructure within that community, we would be manning it. We would be making it grow to our satisfaction. Yes. Not mean that we are run up with about consular this and consular that. No, star. What is already there, we will enrich. What is already there. If healthcare is not there, we're going to make sure that healthcare is there. And what healthcare is there, we're going to make sure that is the best. Housing stock, that it delivers for us. Yes, I tell you, adult care, proper things. Children education and career longevity. What do you mean? But no, people that behave like say them live in England, but they don't know none of these things exist. Liar telling. You look upon it and say, well, it's difficult. Why is it difficult when you never look at it before? You never look at it. But when you're having conversation, you talk about Asian and Chinese and everybody else, like you know precisely what they're doing and how they get to do what they're doing, without realizing that you're a jackass, because you don't know nothing about yourself. And you don't exactly know what it is that you can do and what you would like to see happen. You keep changing by the second. But when a football team is playing, you want them to win. And you get upset and are angry when them don't win. Especially when them can't win the league. And especially when them not win. Hey, yo, and it's nothing to do with us, you know. It's some fun. But how serious can you take that fun? There's a lot of us that's engrossed in them something there. And the real thing about life, they don't have a vision whatsoever. And make believe that them have a vision. And they don't have a vision. So now we'll leave that one and we'll go across Palestine and South Africa. Apartheid, intellectual apartheid exists in South Africa. Systematic apartheid, segregation apartheid, discrimination apartheid, lack of privileges apartheid is endemic in Palestine. The brutalization of the Palestinian people by European people is still happening over 75 years and seem to be hanging no change. People them have a big agenda. Big agenda. Huh? So I'm giving you the early warning, early reminder about this because we're about 26 days away from Ramadan, feasibility, and right on the doorstep of Ramadan, these people will start shooting, mashing up, going into Al-Aqsa Mosque and all kind of thing, and talk about Hezbollah, this and this body, this, and rockets landing here and everything, and they will mash up the place. Every year, it's the same thing. And now because this skirmish with the Europeans and America trying to humiliate Russia and everything is taking place, why is the media dealing with that? They will beat up our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Them already start. Them just show you. See? But as soon as Ramadan come, on the dawn of Ramadan, they will launch themselves. Why do they do this, you may ask? Because in Ramadan, see, we are at our not weakest, you know. We are at the pinnacle of jihad feasibility. And they're saying, we dare you, fight back. That's what they're saying. And if you're the Ummah of Muhammad, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, come fight back. That's what they're saying. It's a threat. See? Yeah, it's a threat. See? Because our brothers and sisters, them have stone and dirt. And them have gun. In South Africa, them had guns. And Britain gave them more guns. And we had spears, arrows, and sticks, and stone. See? Yes. And then even when the ANC come, same thing. You never had no time when nobody has said that the ANC is getting guns from Cuba, Russia, or China. No. The ANC was intellectually prudent. They were getting killed and beat up and imprisoned. And these Boers, Dutch people, were working on military techniques and biological germ warfare. And now we have black people from the diaspora and from the Caribbean that admires South Africa, what the white man has achieved for himself. And I go around making a whole heap of talk and not saying, listen here, nothing's happened for our brothers and sisters. Nothing has happened for with the release of Mandela up to now. Tell the truth, they're not doing that. And now you have a bunch of jackass now coming to the Caribbean that are dealing with concerts and dance and bashment and reggae this and that and other thing. So we're not sure what we want. We're not sure what we want as people. See? So may God have mercy. The God I serve have mercy on us. May he forgive us. Not he. May God forgive us. May God strengthen us. May God make us to recognize that we're here for a time, and the best thing we can do is live the life of excellence that he's created us for, with humility. Yeah, seriously. So, that's being said, I'm gone again. I drop them bombs there because here what happened. When Ramadan come, even before Ramadan, it's just talk. You see? It's just talk. talk about life, talk about endurance. I haven't done Paul any justice yet, really and truly, no. But Paul, Saul, is a serious thing. You know what I mean? He was a serious man. You know, he's a serious man. Hey. He's a serious man. So I want you to just realize that this day is serious too. See? So catch a ride, catch a lift, and get physically fit. So we say 2 more songs. When I do this again, songs, and we're gone.
Hey yo, it's gotta be the roots. And it's gotta be the culture. The roots.
It's all about roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and
It's
culture.
all about roots and culture.
It's gonna touch ya, it's gonna
It's
feel
all
ya.
about roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and
Rastaman
culture.
say it's roots and culture.
Bringing it back, we're coming like this, yeah.
Positive and negative never be friends, Rasta say. So how can you mix the two and think that it will bring upliftment? You'll never see a righteous man condone with the wicked nowhere. Now with this music of life, we should not pollute it nowhere. With roots and culture, we can speak the truth. The truth way. That is why roots and culture is a root. Rastaman root, well, it's all about roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and
It's all
culture.
about roots and culture.
Coming full fledged, tearing back,
It's all
action.
about
Wow.
roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and
Rastaman
culture.
say it's roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and culture for the most high soldiers. Rastaman vibration mesmerized the nation. My eyes have beheld a dream, now that I've seen positive music coming back on the scene like the days of the 70s and the way it was once. People moving left and right, tearing down stadiums. If you only knew what it meant to me, my Papa D was one to play a part in the history.
All about roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and
It's all
culture.
about roots and culture.
It's coming back, getting up
It's
in
all
your
about
butt.
roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and
Rastaman
culture.
say it's roots and culture.
It's gotta be the roots.
Well, so what they gonna do with us, my friend? Now they see they can't invade this tent. Positive is our security. Blessed assurance Jah has given me. See, Rastafari is the fullness of our roots and culture. Oh, well, and Rastaman is the fulfillment of his coming.
Yo, the Nyabingi vibration is the roots. The Rasta man liberty is our coach. And with protection like this, you can't touch us. So don't even try to think to bring the ruckus. Now, this vibe is like wine that always ease my mind. You see, it's the connection that keeps it divine. And I know it ain't easy to stay on that line, but with roots and culture, everything will be
It's all
fine.
about roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and
It's all
culture.
about roots and culture.
Gotta be the roots, nothing else.
Rastaman say it's roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and
It's
culture.
all about roots and culture.
Hey yo, we rising, non-stop
Rastaman say
shining.
it's roots and culture.
It's all about the roots and
It's
culture.
all about roots and culture.
Gotta be the roots, gotta be the
Rastaman
roots.
say it's roots and culture.
Yeah.
It's all about roots and culture.
Hey yo, we rising. Yo, we shining. Say so. Say so. Say so. Say so. Say so. Say so. You don't have to run away from all you got to do is try and see.
Yes, apartheid came with guns and money, you know. See? Apartheid. And it was backed by all these Europeans. Don't get nothing twisted and funny. See? Oh, yes. And these people that are going across to Palestine, them learn from them own selves, from their own kind. See? And not one of them now turn around and said, enough of this. That's why we can look and see what is actually happening here right now. Huh? They make the whole world respond to it financially, you know. Everything. So it means that these people are the people them who supplied us with all our needs. And them control the world. See it? And at that, they raised everything because of this something here. Come Friday, everything went up again. And we don't know if all of this rising is legal or not, but it's just happening. See? And you just see the American man moving around and they're chatting this and they're chatting that and everything. See? And the British one on a low-key profile and I deal with the Northern Ireland, Brexit and so forth. Huh? And then we're going to have digital. We're going to have ID. Huh? Next week, week after next, something can get stamped and approved. So I see Elizabeth gone. So them things would have to go to Elizabeth. Now we have to wait till May when Charles become King Charles. You understand? In the meantime, many new rules and laws and regulation will be sanctioned. And the public, including the young socialists and all these people, they're not getting any information. Because everything that was happening under lockdown, them get to understand how people get to know this and how them filter it out. And we who live here, see, we who live here, if we think that we're going to be in the no, and the I, we're wrong. Sadly mistaken. We're the guinea pigs. We're the guinea pigs. Them said today that there been a high volume of African Caribbean losses of life, black people in this country, loss of life, life lost through the pandemic. And the question that some of these people are asked is, how come? Right? They're saying something suspicious. And now they're saying that. Something suspicious. And what it is that we weren't getting the care. We weren't getting the care that we require. Because the hospital them said that they were inundated with so much people. So naturally, you look after your own. It's natural. See? So if you hear the people that have taught this thing you know, and you would hear it tomorrow and everything for the rest of the week, we don't know who's running the inquiries and who's going to see the thing through. See? And in the meantime, you glance on that. You don't hear no David Lammy and all of these other so-called black persons, you know. This is the major. Listen, even one of them football talk sport, they even was talking it. See? I don't hear BBC. You understand? So we have to mind with business. Mind ourselves. And understand what I say. Love ourselves. And develop black self-love and start caring and develop trust and do. Hey, yo, the thing's simple, you know. It's simple. And the reason I'm saying it's simple is because we have skillful people, well-qualified people with experience in every field in this country, right here now. Veterans and 40 plus year old. Yes, they're there. We're here. But it's a willingness and to have a vision. You see? So we have to say guidance.
You don't have to go if your heart says no now. You don't have to go if your heart says no now. Bide your time, my baby, you'll soon get through. Bide your time, my baby, I'm all for you. I don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna lose you. I don't wanna lose.
And what they them add something in relation to Bob and this, all this. And I never did nothing reggae month. No star. I did African History Month based on Caribbean and African poverty on front room. See? And this morning was the last of that. See? So we show the Caribbean islands, the poverty the despair among the people them in the garrisons and all these different places, and the fact and on the continent of Africa. See? Yes. So people can look and see and start jumping around. And so Bob Andy, hold this.
My hometown, 10 years after. Yeah, my hometown, 10 years after. Yeah. The same old jungle, the dust blows by the same old way. Stinking dungle, John Crows come to pitch each day. Same old split, begging brother, lend I a hand before I fall off this cliff. And the ghetto stays in the mind, right where it's been all the time. Ghetto stays in the mind, where it's been all the time. Same old sister, breeding just the same
the mighty Bob Andy. May God bless your soul. Forgive your thoughts. Great writer, sound writer, and producer still also. All right. Guidance, you gone. Yeah, Mr. Best.